What's going on, everybody? This is Dominic with eXp Realty here in the Las Vegas, Henderson area. Today, I decided to do a video regarding new build homes or a resale home, okay? So the point of this video is to give you a little bit more clarity or insight whether you're considering a new construction home or a resale home. Hopefully this video can help you decide to go one way or another, okay? Also, what means the most to you in a transaction? Is it so once you close in 30 days, what's going to matter most to you? Is it being in a comfortable monthly payment? Is it a certain location, a certain property condition? Is it communication, customer service? What matters? What's going to matter most to you as a buyer? Okay, when it comes to this process. Okay, I'd imagine everything, of course. But what are your key, what matters most to you when it comes down to purchasing a home, okay? Now, go ahead and make a comment down below. What matters most to you? Is it, price, a monthly payment? Is it finding the right home, obviously? Is it avoiding homes that aren't in your criteria? So I'm just kind of curious on what that is for each and every one of you that's watching this video. With that being said, I'm going to jump into resale first, and then after that, I will jump into new construction homes, okay? I'm sharing my screen here. Hopefully I can remember to change the screen throughout the video. I was just filming this, and I accidentally X'd off everything. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to change this. These are all active homes, okay? All active homes here in the Clark County area, which is going to be North Las Vegas, Henderson, and Boulder City, maybe with a little bit out in Pahrump as well, okay? So let's click the map. These are all active properties for sale, okay? Let me zoom out a little bit just to give you an aerial view of the whole valley, okay? Right here, one second, yeah, we're got the right screen. Right here, you're gonna have North Las Vegas up top. You're gonna have Las Vegas. You're gonna have the Summerlin area right here from the northwest down to the southwest. As I go more south, you're gonna have Henderson. This is the Inspirada area down here. Anthem. Over here, you're gonna have Henderson right here. Lake Las Vegas area out here. You can't forget about good old Boulder City down here, okay? But for the most part, this is what we're dealing with right here in here, the Clark County areas, okay? So with that being said, I will zoom in. Let me just zoom in. So as you can see, what those numbers indicate right there, those are homes for sale. Okay, so if you click 40, that shape, that means there's 40 homes right there in that shape. Close to 200 homes here in this shape, close to 80 homes here in this shape. And the more you zoom in, all those homes are currently for sale. All those green dots are opportunities and possibilities, okay? So if you go over one of them, that is a 3-bed, 3-bath, going for $349,200. This is a 4-bed, 3-bath, going for $565, etc. Okay, manufactured homes, condos, townhomes, single-family homes. The majority are going to be single-family homes. Okay, so you definitely see the difference here right now. As what are we at today? January 8th, Wednesday, at about 9:43 a.m. We have over 7,000 resale homes for sale. So with that being said, if there's over 7,000 homes for sale, that means there's a lot more opportunity than there is with new construction, which I'll get into a little bit later, okay? So there's definitely more supply, and they're all around the city. As you can see, they're all around the city, okay? So chances are, no matter what location or what your daily life is going to bring, chances are there's a home in that area, all right? As you can see, they're everywhere. So that's the benefit of going resale, okay? Excuse me. And usually with resale, they're traditional sellers, just traditional folks just selling their homes. There's the next chapter in life has brought them to sell their home, okay? So with that being said, you can consider seller paid concessions. if you're a buyer looking to buy a resale home, you can consider or negotiate buyer's agent closing cost or your closing costs. You can negotiate seller paid, possibly interest rate buy downs. Okay. But that's all going to come through negotiation and currently what's going on in that neighborhood. What's going on with the seller, et cetera. Okay. How soon are they willing to get out of that home? Okay. And that comes on the investigative process from me as your realtor to see what's going on in that neighborhood and see what we're going to have to do to get you that property. Okay. Let's see. These homes, these resale homes, are going to be typically on bigger lots. Usually the price range will indicate the size lot that it's going to be on. So typically, I think the homes that were built in the 80s and the 90s are on bigger lots. But I am seeing some new construction homes being built on decent sized lots as well. So it depends on the builder, the price range on that as well. So there's decent sized lots, all whether you're going to resell or new construction. Okay. Let's see. One thing you want to consider going resell is repairs. How long ago was the home built? What was the year built? How old's the roof? What about the appliances? What appliances are staying? What appliances are going? How old is the AC unit? How old is the water heater? So those are things to consider. The benefit working with me is I have a buyer's advantage program. Okay, what we call the buyer's advantage program. If you want to know more about that, send us an email at domtru.realestate@gmail.com. That's domtru.realestate@gmail.com. Okay. So I'd definitely love to go over that with you and see why your benefit is working with us. Okay. If you're considering a resale home, like I said, there's homes everywhere. So chances are there's one close to your job. What is your daily activities? What's your daily life? Do you go to the doctor's office once or twice a week? Are you taking kids to school? Are you military and need to get to the base? Where's your job located? So if you're considering, here's an example. If you're considering a new construction home that's way on the south end of the city and your job's way out in North Las Vegas, is that something you want to do? You want to take that daily commute, not only once a day, but twice a day, there and back. So that's something you can consider. And that's why I was asking, what's most important to you? Is it location? Is it drive time? What matters most? Okay. The good thing about resale is that you could pretty much use any lender. So if you have your favorite lender or your brother's a lender, your best friend's a lender, or whoever the case may be, chances are you can use them with a resale home. Now, for new construction, it can get a little sticky, and I'll get into that a little bit later. Okay. And freeway access for resale homes, chances are you're going to be by a freeway entry. So that's another reason to consider resale is traffic. Fridays and Saturday nights here in the Las Vegas Valley, people are going out looking to have a good time. You do want to consider traffic. A lot of times there's new construction everywhere. If it's not residential construction, it's commercial construction, it's state highway construction. You're going to see a lot of orange cones. But I guess that's the downside to a growing city. Okay, it shows optimism. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to wait in traffic, but there is traffic here, and so if you're a real stickler about traffic, we could put you in an area where your daily activities is going to be minimized in that area regarding traffic. Okay. All right, we kind of went over appliances, what's staying, what's going, etc. So sometimes new construction, they don't come with appliances. Sometimes they do. There is a lot of new construction that is offering solar. These homes are being built with solar on them. You just have to go over the contract with that. Sometimes solar can save you a couple $100 a month for extra in your pocket. Solar, it does get hot here in the summer here in Las Vegas. It gets over 110 and it gets cold in the winter. So Definitely in the summer, you're going to be cranking the AC for sure, all through August, September, and so considering solar could be a great possibility. Okay, you just have to consider the transfer factor of that contract. Chances are, I mean, if you're buying it, it should be transferable, but that's something you want to look for. Um, Now, if you're a buyer and you're considering a resale home that has solar on it, chances are, if you're buying that home, you have to take over the solar. Okay, there have been cases where people can qualify for the home, but they can't qualify for the solar. So it's like it could be a monkey wrench sometimes, but that's something we could look into as well. Okay, you just got to figure out how to make the transaction happen. And lastly, for resale is you might have to get creative with your financing if you're getting a loan. Las Vegas and Henderson has been the top position, number 1, number 3, and 5 the past couple weeks. Like 1 week they'll be number 1, Vegas will be number 1, and then Henderson will be number 3 for cash offers. Okay, so I think last week Vegas was number 1, and then Henderson was number 5, and this is top 5 nationally for cash offers. Okay, now we're still getting cash offers, but they're not from institutional buyers. They're not from Zillow. They're not from Open Door. They are from traditional folks just looking to buy cash. They're selling their $1 million home out in California or Florida, and they're coming here and they're buying a decent sized home for $500, $600. They're keeping $500 in the bank or $400 in the bank, or investing in stocks, or possibly buying another home for their kids. There's a lot of opportunity here. So if you're a finance buyer, you definitely want to consider what you're going up against, depending on the neighborhood that you're looking into. Okay, so there's an investigative process of what you're going up against. Are you going up against cash? Are you going up against other finance buyers? Excuse me. You got to take a sip of the coffee, right, during this video. So are you going up against different finance buyers? Now, if you're going up against cash, if you're a finance buyer going up against cash, you might have to get creative depending on how much you want that home. Are you willing to increase earnest money? Are you willing to increase your down payment? Are you willing to increase the purchase price of the home? Are you willing to get creative and a little bit more flexible with the inspection? So a lot of that can possibly be considered through negotiation. It's going to depend on how much you want the property, etc. And if that's something you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. We can always look at the next property. Okay. All right. So that's going to do it for resale. I guess the key takeaway for resale before I jump into new construction is that there's a lot more homes for resale. Okay. There's over 7,000 homes currently available for resale than in new construction. Okay. So, and there's probably there's a home on every corner right now here in the valley. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into new home construction, new build construction. All right. I got to be careful, so I got to make sure I switch my screen here. Let's see. Share this tab. Okay, here we go. Now you can go to my website, domsellsvegas.com. The Property Pro. All right. So if you go to domsellsvegas.com, this is my website. Right here, this white bar, this is all resale. So if you're looking to search homes for the Las Vegas Henderson area, go to my website and you can search homes right here in the white bar. Okay. You can type in the city, the area, the zip code, the address of the home. If you're looking for single family homes, condos, you can edit it here. Take all these off if you're just looking for single family homes. Okay. You could edit how many beds you're looking for, baths, price, what's the maximum price you're looking for. Okay. Now that's all resale. Now, if we jump down to here, this is Henderson, Las Vegas. If you're just looking for the city, North Las Vegas, Boulder City. Okay. So now here we have it. This is new construction. As we go into the new construction part of this video, Uh-oh, my battery's running low. Give me 1 second. I got to plug my computer in. Hold on. Definitely got to plug it in. Don't want this computer dying out on me during the middle of my video. All right. Here we go. Plug it in, plug it in. All right. Boom. Energy. Okay, here we go. So like I was saying, this is the new construction bar. If you want to search new construction, it's already preset to Las Vegas. If you want to look at a certain price range, minimum price range, max price range, bed, bath, square footage, etc. Okay, put that here. Click search. Boom. Okay, I'm sharing this tab. This is what popped up. Okay. Now I like to go to the map first to get an aerial view of what's really going on, like a bird's eye view. Okay. And as you can see, we're at about 1,000 possibilities here in the Las Vegas Henderson Valley. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now for new construction, there are possibilities out there, but there's only about 1,000 properties or possibilities for new construction. Okay, as opposed to resale homes, there's over 7,000 properties. Okay, so chances are, whatever you're looking for, I guess the probability of you finding that home, chances are it's going to be in resale. Okay, now if you're really keen on new construction, you're saying I don't want anything else, I just want a new home. We definitely got you for new homes as well. Okay. So as you can see, 127 possibilities northwest, 106 possibilities southwest, 57 possibilities in the south. This is the Inspirada area. 322 possibilities in the Henderson, Lake Las Vegas area. And the more you zoom in, the more accurate it is. Okay, so Lake Las Vegas, about 108 possibilities. A lot of construction going out in Lake Las Vegas. If you're considering Lake Las Vegas, check out my video that I did of Lake Las Vegas. Just, when you're done watching this video, go back, check that one out too, okay? Let's see, 176 properties in Henderson areas. So like kind of like here in this area, the blue dots with a plus, that means in that area, there's about 9 homes at Skyview, okay? If you click over here, there's about 4 homes in Glenmore, okay? So there's just a way of them minimizing the dots for that area. All right, so let's see. Lake Las Vegas, you're going to have, out there, you have Blue Heron, a luxury builder, multi-million-dollar properties out there, all the way down to about $100,000, $200,000 condos, so everything's out there. I believe there might be 55 plus out there. I'm not too sure if there's 55 plus out there, but they are building a lot of nice homes, single family homes with 2 bedrooms, everything in between. A lot of builders out there. They're building on the water. They have Del Webb's out there, Blue Heron, a lot of nice builders. Okay. And down here for the south at number 57, you're going to have Toll Brothers, Lennar, D.R. Horton, plenty of builders out here. I believe Blue Heron's out there as well. And so those are your possibilities for new construction. Okay. One thing you do have to consider for new construction is wait time. How long are you willing to wait for your home? Build times could be 6 months up to a year, depending on the builder and the square footage, etc. So, if that's the time you're willing to wait, great, do it. If you're renting right now and your lease is up in 6 months, now would be a great time to get on that. So by the time your lease is up, your home should be built and you can have a smooth transaction. All right. So wait time, there are homes that are already built and that do offer somewhat of incentives, but the question is that the home that you want? Okay, so consider wait time. One thing you want to consider for new construction homes is buy downs and incentives. You want to know what the incentives are today. What's available today may not be available tomorrow or next week. Okay, a lot of times builders will offer certain incentives and then they'll stop it. They were offering a buy down recently, but with rates shooting up to 7%, it's kind of costly for the builder, so they kind of stopped doing that. Okay. Now, when you buy a home with a builder to capitalize on their incentives that are currently available, usually they're gonna want you to go with their lender, the builder's lender, to capitalize on those incentives. Okay, so if you have your favorite lender that you use, chances are you're just gonna have to see what's best for you. Okay, the transaction's always about you. It's never about your realtor. It's never about your lender, because you could have your favorite lender, and if there's these new construction homes is offering you a ton of incentives, if you go with their current lender, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? What are you going to pick? So just consider all options. Okay, when it comes to incentives. Okay, builders can have their incentives, and then sometimes resale home sellers can have seller concessions too. Okay. Let's see. If you're considering new construction, one thing you might want to consider is how long you're going to be in the home. If you're going to be in that home for a long time, like if this is your retirement home or you just got a job here and you transferred and you're going to be in the home 20, 30 years, you might want to go new construction, because the home is going to be new and it's going to last you that duration of time. You don't have to worry about the AC going out. ACs are good for 20, 25 years-ish. So, you're going to have a good water heater that's going to last you about 10 to 15 years. Possibly you're going to get new appliances. Your roof's going to be new. You don't have to worry about your roof going out on you, etc. Okay. So that's something you might want to consider as well. Okay. Let's see what else we got for you. Repairs and inspection. Just because you're buying a new construction doesn't mean you shouldn't get an inspection. A lot of times, there'll be loose windows. Cabinets could be crooked, coming off the ceiling. Loose fitting doors. There could be a cracked tile. Usually during framing, sometimes they'll put in the nails and they're missing the wood. So all that can be inspected by me as your realtor during that process to have the builder basically fix it. Okay, so there are repairs and an inspection with new construction as well. Okay, so consider that. Let's see. Going into the next topic, we have kind of went over incentives using their lender. If you're going to buy a new construction home, definitely want to capitalize on the incentives. Okay. Let's see. Limited supply, new construction. There is limited supply. There's about 1,000 opportunities all throughout the valley. A little bit in the middle, as you can see here, but the majority are going to be on the outskirts of Las Vegas and Henderson. So, let's talk about lot premiums. Depending on the property, sometimes they could be a high, $100,000, $200,000 lot premiums. That can be negotiated as well, but you want to have to consider a lot premium, which you typically pay in your monthly mortgage payment anyway. Okay. For new construction, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't offer a buyer's agent commission. Okay, so two examples. Say one community is offering a buyer agent commission, and you absolutely love those homes, and that's the home that you want. The good news is you don't have to pay your buyer's agent. That community may offer a buyer's agent commission, as opposed to a community that is not offering a buyer's agent commission. You may have to come out of pocket for that. So, and if that is the case, all that is negotiated with your realtor before you even search homes. That's one of the first things that's spoken about at the buyer's agent consultation. At the buyer's consultation, you're going to talk about what you want in a home, your location, all your wants versus needs, what matters to you most in this transaction, what location, condition of the home you want, buyer's agent commission, how that's going to be paid out. And just because you're using a buyer's agent doesn't mean you have to pay the buyer's agent. If you have parents that can help out and pay as well, anybody can pay the buyer's agent. Okay, so Just keep that in mind. The transaction is all about you, okay? So we want to put you in the right home that you want, okay? Let's see, freeway access. For freeway access, let's see, if you're purchasing in the south, you can catch a freeway, you know. Um, you probably have to drive maybe 5-10 minutes to a freeway. But if you're in the heart of the city, um, chances are, there's quick freeway access there. It depends on what community you're going for here with new construction. As you can see right here, Lake Las Vegas, they are a little ways from the freeway, So I'd say there's maybe a 10-minute drive from Lake Las Vegas to the freeway, but once you hop on the freeway, it's just smooth sailing from there. Okay, and here's the good news. Let me show you something here. So I was born and raised in this city. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's a fun fact about Dom, your realtor, is that I was born in this city. So normally, if you lived in the Northwest, which is right out, actually the Northeast, which is right out here, you had to drive into the city on the freeway and cut back out to get to the Southeast. So if you wanted to go southeast from the Northeast, you had to go into the city freeway and back out. What they're doing now is they're building a road from here, straight shot down to Henderson. Okay, building a road straight from the Northeast down to the Southeast. This is going to be done probably with the next year or two, which is great. It's going to cut down on drive time. It's going to relieve traffic. So you don't have to drive into all the madness in the middle of the city. Okay, now you're just having a straight shot here, which is cool. Okay. So what else we have for you? You could even buy land. You can buy land and build a house on it. So you just want to make sure that utilities are hooked up to that land, what the costs are to hook up utilities to that land, what the build process is, what land is available, how much the land is. So there is going to be some money involved with purchasing land to build a home on. Typically, it goes in draws in different phases. So you do one phase, the bank will fund that. You do another phase, the bank will fund that. So it goes in draws and phases. So it's definitely a process, but it is doable, which is pretty cool. Okay. So a couple more things for a couple more things for new construction, and then that should wrap it up. Okay, you can negotiate on price for new construction to a point. I've seen some wild videos out there where this one guy said, "I can buy a 500." No, he said 600. I could buy a 600,000 new build home. I could buy that for 200,000. And then sell it at value and gain $400,000 in equity. I'm like, dude, how? There's no way that's going to happen. Okay, so there's some pretty wild takes on there with new construction, but for the most part, price it could be negotiable to a point. So if they're like an example right here on the right, look at this house. Okay, this house is going for 621, 3-bed, 2-bath. If you think you're going to come into this price and offer them 400,000, it's not going to happen. Okay, maybe you could walk away with 600, maybe 610. But that's where the negotiating starts. Okay, depends on what you're asking for, etc. Okay, so same thing with resale homes. Prices are negotiable, but it depends on the seller and their bottom line, what their goals are. Okay, so you have to consider HOA for both resale and for new construction properties. I think I might have touched about this earlier. HOAs, I'm pro HOA because it keeps the neighborhood clean. Usually when you pay a HOA, there's, there could be a gated community. There can be a guard gated community. Is there security rolling around? Is there waterfalls in the community? Is there a park? So that's going to be, yard maintenance, pool maintenance, etc. So chances are HOAs can be, from $15, $30 a month up to over $400 a month, possibly even up to the high close to 1,000 range for HOAs, depending on what they're offering. Okay. And last but not least, for new construction, it's great. There's no clouded title for new construction. Sometimes when you purchase a resale home, there might be a lien on the property, and that lien has to be paid before the home's sold. Okay. And usually the seller will pay that through their equity at closing. But and that's another benefit of using me as your realtor. That's part of my buyer's advantage program. Okay, so check that out. If you want to know more information, send me an email, domtru.realestate@gmail.com. All right. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Let's switch screens here. Again, my website. Click my YouTube link. These are all my YouTube videos. If you want to go to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment on any one of my videos. Preferably this video. Okay, so if you're watching this one about new construction versus resale, make a comment down the bottom. Let me know what you think. Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts? If there's any comment that I want you to make, it's what matters most to you in your buying process. Okay, from your opinion, your mind, what matters most to you. Okay, let me know what you think. What matters most to you at the bottom. And so, if you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the Las Vegas Henderson area, we would definitely love to hear about it. Send us an email and to experience our no obligation consultation. So we feel pretty confident that you'll end up working with us anyway. So with that being said, I hope you found this video enjoyable. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any questions about the market, reach out. So just to recap on this whole video, if you are considering resale or new construction, resale, there's going to be a lot more opportunities for resale. New construction, limited supply, but you're going to get a brand new home. Capitalize and check out what their current incentives are. And if you're going resale in today's market, be prepared to possibly compete with cash offers. And there's ways to do that. So if you have questions about that, let me know. Hope all is well. Take care. And let me know what you think of the video. Take care.